Have you ever woken up from a dream and thought, why did my brain just create that? Maybe you were flying through the sky. Maybe you were talking to someone you haven't seen in years. Or maybe you dreamed about something completely random, something that made absolutely no sense. But here's the strange part. While you were dreaming, it probably felt completely real. So, why do we dream? Scientists have been asking this question for centuries, and even today we don't have one single answer. But what we've discovered about dreams is fascinating. Every night, your brain goes through several stages of sleep. One of the most interesting stages is called REM sleep, short for rapid eye movement. During REM sleep, your brain becomes surprisingly active. In fact, some parts of your brain can be almost as active as they are when you're awake. Your eyes move rapidly beneath your eyelids. Your heart rate can change. Your breathing becomes less regular, and most importantly, this is when many of our most vivid dreams happen. So, if you think you never dream, you probably do. You just don't remember. One major theory is that dreams help your brain process memories and experiences. Think about your brain like a huge library. Every day you experience thousands of things. People you see, conversations you have, things you hear, things that make you happy, things that stress you out. Your brain has to decide, what should I keep? What should I forget? And what should I connect with something I already know? During sleep, your brain appears to reorganize and process some of this information. This might explain why dreams sometimes contain pieces of your real life. You might dream about your university, but suddenly you're back in your childhood home. Your old friend appears, but they're somehow working at your current workplace. Dreams can mix memories together in ways that make absolutely no logical sense. It's almost like your brain is taking pieces of your life and putting them into a completely different story. Another fascinating theory is that dreams may help us process emotions. Have you ever had a stressful day and then had a strange dream that night? Sometimes dreams seem to reflect what we're feeling emotionally: fear, excitement, sadness, love, anxiety. Even though the dream itself might not make sense, the emotion inside it can feel incredibly real. For example, you might dream that you're late for an important exam. You wake up with your heart racing, but maybe the dream isn't really about the exam. It could simply represent the stress you're experiencing in your waking life. Scientists are still studying exactly how dreams and emotions are connected, but one thing seems clear. Our brains don't simply switch off when we sleep. They're still working, still organizing, still processing. But then we have the biggest mystery. Why are dreams so strange? Why can you suddenly fly? Why can someone who died years ago appear as if they're still alive? Why don't we question impossible things while we're dreaming? One explanation is that different parts of the brain are active at different levels during dreaming. The areas responsible for emotions and visual experiences can be highly active. Meanwhile, areas involved in logical reasoning and critical thinking may be less active. That's why something completely impossible can happen in a dream, and you simply accept it. You could be standing on the moon talking to a cat, and your dream self might think, yep, this is completely normal, until you wake up. And then you realize none of it made sense. So, why do we dream? The honest answer is, we still don't completely know. Dreams may help with memory. They may help us process emotions. They may help our brains organize information. They may simply be a natural side effect of the incredibly complex activity happening inside our sleeping brains. And it may even be a combination of all of these things. The truth is, scientists are still searching for the complete answer, and perhaps that's what makes dreams so fascinating. Every night, while the world becomes quiet, your brain creates an entire world of its own. So tonight, when you close your eyes, remember this. You may think you're doing nothing, but inside your mind, an entire universe might be waiting. And when morning comes, you might wake up with only a few seconds of that universe left in your memory. Maybe dreams aren't just stories we see while sleeping. Maybe they're a glimpse into what the human brain is capable of creating. So, what did you dream about last night?